Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Bugün Hogwarts'ın 7. bölümünü çekiyoruz. Astronomi dersiyle başlayacağız. Hadi başlayalım.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. Oh, good.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked. Centaurs,
Lumos.
ritual stargazing.
Aleykümselam Enes. Hoş geldin.
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Revelio.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course.
Revelio.
It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Incendio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any
Revelio.
spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Professor, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees. Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed
Leviosa'nın
correctly, you should
daha
be able to pick
güçlüsü.
up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Wingardium Leviosa'yı öğretti şimdi bize. Leviosa'nın daha güçlüsü bu.
Well done! Feel free to practice. Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
yüksek kale diye bir görev geldi. Nati beni bir kale harabesinin yanında bekliyor. Falbarton Kalesi yakınında Nati ile buluş diyor. Buraya en yakın şurası var.
Psst, over here, quietly. I am glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
I wonder what that does. Well, that didn't work.
Depulso!
Perhaps something with a bit more force. That did it.
Accio!
Burada başka kutu mutlu bir şey var mı?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Lan kırıldı.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Aha oldu vallahi yaptım.
Revelio!
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty.
Depulso! Revelio! Depulso!
That looks as if it might raise the gate.
Revelio! Accio! Depulso! Accio!
Tamam tamam.
Well done. I will be right up.
Ben de diyordum ki o ne işe yarıyor ya.
I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. Hello, Homora.
Görüyor musun kızı? Bizden daha iyi biliyor ha. Allah'ım orayı.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Harlow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Restrain the beast!
Aha, Şah Gaga.
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get these things back to the room now.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble. Revelio. Not the safest place to sneak into. Revelio. Capulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Incendio. Depulso. Accio.
You may want to move.
Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Depulso.
Everyone gets lucky now and then.
Incendio. Depulso. Protego. Accio.
Proper people, that is!
Expelliarmus.
I won't let that happen again.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Ne oluyor lan?
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it. Revelio.
You're going home in a wooden box!
Bir saniye.
Levioso!
Accio. Protego. Repulso. You're gonna regret. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Protego! Confringo! You've dodged in it. What a pathetic...
Expelliarmus.
Adamı tavuğa dönüştürdüm. Bak bak. Şu tavuğa dönüştürdüm adamı.
Aloha Mora.
Tavuk adam oldu.
Revelio.
Şu hayvanları kurtarayım şuradan ya.
Protego. Revelio. Revelio. Highwing. It's all right. There
Oha
we
iki
go.
tane hem de.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, Mora.
Hurry.
Çok iyi ya. Efsane sahne olmuş burası.
Ho, ho!
Sonunda Şah Gaga'mız oldu.
Faster, Highwing! There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
Hogwarts'ın görkemine bak.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle.
Filmde şöyle yapıyordu. Bak bak, filmde böyle yapıyordu Harry Potter.
This is amazing!
It's incredible, isn't it?
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Hadi oradan
you able
Nat,
to
her
find the
şey
letter?
kontrolü
Summoned it
altındaymış.
straight out of Hallow's hands.
Az kalsın.
I will say, I did
Kalenin
not
üstünden
expect to see him
uçup
cast
yere
the killing
düşecektin
curse at
ya.
us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
Lan onu da bize bırak ya. Onu da bize bıraksaydın keşke. Yüksek kanat. Sonunda Şah Gaga'mız oldu. Şimdi bir saniye. Aa, yanımıza
I have
alıyor.
learned of a wizard who is being harassed by
Poppy.
Harlow together. Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop by the room of requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
İhtiyaç odasına git diyor.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
Harita odasına gel diyor. İyi, görevler bir bir açıldı. Güzel. Hemen ilk görevimize gidelim. Harita odası diyor. Şimdi Şah Gaga'yla sonra şey yapacağız. Bir hemen Hogwarts'a gidip harita odasına gidelim.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I've received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Sen ışınlan hadi. Hadi sen ışınlan, ben gelirim nasıl olsa oraya, değil mi?
Ah, how delightful.
I was right not to be worried about.
Accio. Depulso. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Protego. Confringo.
Lucky
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso.
No!
Depulso. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Ulan direkt savaşın içine at. Kalenin içi adam var.
Over here! Regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Revelio.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion! Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Protego.
Won't get away with that.
Depulso. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Gel profesör gel. Bu kaleyi ben önceden fethettiydim ya. Ben burayı fethettiydim önceden ya.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the
Adamımız
child
burada.
if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
Bizde istiyor.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
Expulso!
Repulso! Accio! Potato!
Another pitiful beast caught in my trap.
I know you're trying. You weaken. Expelliarmus! Repulso!
Not seen the likes of this.
Accio!
Who are you? I won't. An intruder!
Why? Drag this out longer than necessary. Expelliarmus! Potato!
Die for that.
Confringo!
No, don't.
Reductor! Seems your luck.
Oh my god.
I'll make you.
Expelliarmus! Repulso!
Look what you've done. You'll pay for this. Back to the bed.
Buraya gelsene.
Potato!
Now the best you can do.
Confringo! Accio! Repulso!
This has become personal.
Expelliarmus!
Die for it.
Flash of inspiration! Repulso! Confringo!
Still hoping to survive this, are you?
Accio! Confringo! Protego! Expelliarmus!
You don't believe you can defeat me, do you?
What have you done?
Yay there!
Repulso! Repulso! Accio! Confringo!
Ne savaştık be. Vay adamlar bizi
Revelio!
Adamlar deli gibi bizi bekliyormuş burada ya. Buradan nereden gideceğiz şimdi? Profesör. Ne taraftan gideceğiz profesör? Gel gel illa her şeyi ben göstereceğim profesör sana.
Revelio!
Geliyor mu lo? Çok yaşlı ya gelemiyor. Bismillah. Oo. Çöküyor burası profesör ya.
I suppose that's the quick way
Işınlanmayı
down.
biliyorsun sen aşağıya gidiyorsun.
Revelio!
Oraya nasıl gideceğiz?
Repulso!
Tamam dur. Bu bir. Bu iki. Üçüncü nerede?
Is there
Üçüncüyü
something
göremiyorum.
to those symbols on the walls?
There is. I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
Üçüncü nerede? Görebiliyor mu bunu? Üçüncü. Üçüncü simge. Ha buradaymış tamam. Şu bir. Açıldı. Gel profesör gel. Asa yanıyor abi. Ne ısınması. Yakıyoruz biz. Alev aldırıyor.
Goblin
Revelio.
traps. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Bu cücelerin Allah. İşi
This
gücü-
must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's
Maden
power.
açmak ya. Şuraya
It
bak.
looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located.
Revelio.
Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told
zaten
Percival,
hayaletsin,
a
nasıl hayal
goblin in his
edeceksin?
vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to
Her
go.
zaman
The
hazırız.
power you
Profesör.
stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
Revelio.
Ya tek başıma gidecek.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Ayvayı yedik, tek başımıza gidiyoruz. Allah, ayvayı yedik ha.
Revelio.
Oraya nasıl geçeceğiz?
I need to reposition that pin to climb out of it. Perhaps the archway is the answer.
Manyak düşündürücü bir oyun ya. Korku oyunu mu, sihir oyunu mu belli değil. Vallahi öyle ya. Korku mu oynuyor, sihir mi oynuyor?
Revelio.
Etrafı da kontrol edelim de. Allahu Ekber.
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it. Wingardium Leviosa.
koyacağız bunu? Haydarinna. Yine bir savaş mevzusu. Savaşa hazır mıyız? Ben değilim.
Expelliarmus, Confringo, Capolso, Accio, Protego.
Oğlum siz nereden geldiniz ya? Sen bilip bakalım. Hayır.
Expelliarmus, Capolso. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Ya gitsene uç.
Depulso. Confringo. Protego.
Bu kadar mıydı? Tamam, bu kadarsanız sorun yok. Daha fazlanız gelmesin lütfen. Tövbe estağfurullah.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how?
Tarafa mı gideceğiz? Ne yapacağız? Evet.
Revelio.
Ne oluyor lan? Lan ne oluyor?
There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Accio.
Yapma.
Expelliarmus.
Gel buraya gel.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso.
Bunu alabiliyoruz mu? Bunu bir alabilsek keşke ya. Evet, şimdi.
Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Çözümleyemedim. Vallahi çözümleyemedim. Bunu oraya koyunca o gidiyor, onu oraya koyunca o gidiyor. Çözebilen var mı?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. After pulling the block out through the archway, I can place it where it can be climbed on while on the other side of the archway.
Çözdüm. Tamam. Okey. Döndür bizi kardeşim. Tamam.
Revelio.
Ne oluyor lan? Yamuluyor. Yine bence burada bir savaş yapacağız ya. Ne diyorsun? Aynen. Savaşsız olur mu ya?
Confringo. Accio. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Lamburcok. Hadi bakalım. Açıl spam açıl.
Revelio.
Esas savaş burada olacak herhalde. Bu kemer çünkü etrafında da atılacak şeyler olduğuna göre. Aynen. Biz kötüyüz aynen.
Confringo. Protego. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus. Compulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. Depulso.
Etme, eyleme, daha büyüğü gelmesin ya.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso.
Bir saniye.
Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Hayır ya.
Depulso. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Glacius. Confringo.
Geber lan geber. Geber. Vay. Lan arkadaş ya neymiş ya. Bu sefer doğru
What a
kullandım.
relief.
Her şeyi doğru kullandım bu sefer. Lan arkadaş ya. Her şeyi zamanında
Revelio.
doğru kullandım. Sonuca ulaştık. Şuradaki hediyemizi de alalım. Dondurmayı almasam var ya mahvederdi bizi. Şu aşağıda 4 numara var ya, aşağıdaki 4 numarayı almasaydım ayvayı yediydik ya. Onu iyi düşündüm lan. Ha, gözyaşı gelecek. Düşün seline düşecek. Biz de düşün selinde ne olup ne bittiğini göreceğiz şimdi.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isidore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father,
These are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
İçinde hissettiği acıyı aldı. Vay be.
Revelio.
Burada başka bir şey yoksa gidiyorum ben. Neymiş? Harita odasına.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less.
Tek parça halinde geri döndü diyor.
It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
Hatun kişi.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor.
Teşekkür ederiz, teşekkür ederiz. Şöyle 3 tane profesörün arasında bu bölümü de bitirelim arkadaşlar. 7. bölümün sonuna geldik. Bir sonraki Hogwarts bölümünde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın.